Alright motherfuckers, here's a let's play of a flash game called Book of Mages The Dark Times, created by Knob Studio. Despite their shitty name, they're actually a pretty solid studio that makes some baller, erectile shit. Like they have some game where you like have armies and you make them kill other armies, and it results in dead armies, and that's very entertaining. But that's not this game. This book is Book of Mages The Dark Times. Now, Book of Mages The Dark Times is a sequel to an older flash game called I don't know what it's called, but it fucking sucks and you shouldn't play it, so it doesn't matter what it's called. But this, on the other hand, is erection inducing, to say the least. This is probably literally the greatest flash game ever made, without exaggeration. It's even better when you turn on the sounds, but that's a really advanced tactic that I'm not too familiar with. You know, I haven't played this too much. I've only played through it about, 15 times or so. Basically, what the whole thing is there's a bunch of mages. Some of them use fire, and some of them use water, and they all beat the shit out of each other. So you really create an original plotline. And all these mages, all these fire and ice mages that beat the shit out of each other for no apparent reason, they're all ruled over by this one dude. It's actually not certain whether or not it's a dude, because every mage in this game is actually ambiguous in terms of sexuality and gender, but the only time that pronouns are used, male pronouns are used. Fun fact. There is never a female pronoun in this game, although it's not really implied that all mages are men or anything. I don't know, that's just the way it comes across. So, great mage, this dude, who is the strongest mage out of all the mages, so he beats the shit out of everyone better than they can beat the shit out of either him or anyone else, and that's why he's the great mage. So, total totalitarian dictatorship style government they've got going on here. And basically, their government is made up of 6 little clans. 3 of them are water clans, 3 of them are fire clans, and oddly enough, there's not much pride for the fire people. The fire people don't say, oh man, fuck those water people, kill them. And the water people don't say, oh, fuck those fire people, kill them. They're all pretty chill. They all hate the other water people and the fire people equally, in a sense, so they're not discriminatory in their hatred towards other human beings. And in this world, there's something called the Book of Mages. And it has the 100 strongest mages that are the best at beating the shit out of other people. Number 1 on that list gets to be the great mage, and they get to tell everyone else what to do or they die. So wonderful government they have set up. This is in reference to the first game. If you play it, you will throw up. It's terrible. This is 6 years later, and this is actually fucking good. It's 6 years after the first game in the timeline, but it's about 8 trillion years in terms of technological advancement and how fun and worth playing it actually is. And so now, Battlebeard, this motherfucker, he's completely batshit insane. Basically, in the first game, Battlebeard was this, marauding, murdering psychopath, and he had a bunch of marauding, murderer psychopath friends, and they all banded together and said, hey, let's go, slaughter the Great Mage and just take over the world. And I said, yeah, that's a great idea, let's do that. So they did. They totally just demolished the existing Great Mage. Battlebeard decided, alright guys, I'm the Great Mage now. I control literally the entire world. And in addition to being the Great Mage, he is also the leader of these things called the Black Robes. And they're blatantly evil pieces of shit who like slaughtering everything more than usual. And the opposition to these black robe slaughterers are the white robes, and they're the generic good guys. And when they beat the shit out of people, it's for a good cause. Don't ask why, it's not important. Your name, maybe I shouldn't be too honest. Let me come up with a really creative name. I just want to incite fear and desperation for all who hear it. Basically, my goal is to just create a name so terrifying that I will instantly scare away any mages foolish enough to challenge me. Okay, that seems pretty good. I mean, with a name like that, no one is gonna fuck with me. I'm pretty much invincible already. So, in this game, you get to be a member of any of the 6 clans you choose. I'm going to go through the clans for you. There's Poison Water. I'm going to save those for last because those are pieces of shit actually. Chaos Desert. This is the class I'm going to be playing because I don't have a brain and this is the most brain-dead easy class to play. So Chaos Desert, that's the class that fucking crazy-ass Battlebeard is. And basically their focus is just unleashing a shitstorm of murder upon anyone. I don't even know. They just kill people. That's all they do. Burning Hill, they kill people too. They all kill people, but they kill people a little differently. Rather than killing people with a shitstorm of spells and constant slaughter, they have a standard amount of slaughtery spells, but the few spells they have are like way stronger and shit. And there's Darkwood. Now, this is the most blatantly overpowered class in the game. This is better than any other class. Like, every other class gets bent over and fucked in the ass by Darkwood. That's only when it's used by a human player. The computers don't know how to use it to its full potential, so it's pretty balanced when used by the AI. What they do is, well, what the gimmick that they're supposed to do is they're supposed to, like, be some vampire shit and suck blood out of people and, like, siphon life, but you don't even need to use that. They just have one ability that lets them use like all their strong mage shit way faster than all the other classes, which have to wait. So they get access to all the powerful shit way faster, and they can just demolish anything before it can even react, and that's the reason they're broken. But I have a conscience, so I won't be playing that. Poison, no, I'm saving that for last, because they're kind of cocksuckers. Okay, these are the other cocksuckers. This is the second most annoying class in the game to play against. Well, ice mages, what they focus on is they just freeze the shit out of you, so you can't even do anything. You think you're gonna attack them and kill them, and they just go, oh, frozen, now you can't do anything, get shit on, and then they throw a bunch of spells at you, and you die, and it's very frustrating. Great Sea. Great Sea is a very misleading title. A better title would be Horrible Shitty Sea, because this is by far the worst class in the game. It says right here, mages of Great Sea are good at defense. They're not good at defense, they're good at dying, and nothing else. Don't play them, like ever. And Poison Water. This is the most annoying class in the game, because while every other class has to like actually work to do damage, poison mages just have this one skill that is like, they just use it and you instantly take poison damage, and if you're low health, you'll die instantly and there's nothing that you can do about it. And if they poison you enough, even if you have like 8 trillion HP, and this is a game where I'm having 300 HP, that's a solid amount. That lets you like not get fucking demolished by everything instantly. But Poison Water, if they poison you like 4 times, you instantly die. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You just fucking get demolished and removed from the face of the earth. So I'm going to use the Brain Dead class. This is the first class I ever used. Now the year is 210, so as you can see, this is set very slightly in the past, around the time Betty White was born. This right here is Crash Blast of Chaos Desert. He's the Magic Master, which means he's kind of like second in command, so to say. I don't know, he teaches people magic, and he beats the shit out of people really well, but not like super well. And he says, "Good morning, young mages. I am Magic Master of Chaos Desert." You know, he's showing off his grammatical skills. He's extremely proficient in speaking English, as you can tell by this. "I will be teaching you how to cast spells and fight other mages, which is the only thing anyone cares about in this world." And unicorn fucker, that's me right there. In this game, you get a lot of dialogue choices, and they actually are very significant. Like, if you say the wrong thing, people will beat the shit out of you, and if you say the right thing, they'll still beat the shit out of you, but things will change anyway. Like, maybe different people will beat the shit out of you, or you'll get a special item. So you can say, "I want to learn how to fight," you know, be an up-and-coming, murdering, marauding member of, like, ISIS. Or you can be a dick. You can say, "I can figure it out myself. I don't need your help. Since I'm super proficient at this game, I'm just gonna say that." I'm like, "Fuck you, Crash Blast." And he says, "And get out of here. Stop wasting my time. It was a bad idea. How I shouldn't have done that." Yeah, I want to show that off. Okay, I'm back. Now there's actual music. You know, that's half of the game that you didn't really need to experience, but now you can, just on top of everything else. And we're gonna go with the up-and-coming killer response, which is, "I want to learn how to fight. Crash Blast, teach me how to kill people." Crash Blast says, "Good. You will fight with Bloodster." Yep. There's a guy named Bloodster. Can you guess what he likes removing from people's bodies? That's right. Stir. He is a senior, so you won't be able to defeat him. Also, maybe I'll show you with Bloodster a thing or two. But I will guide you through the fight. Ah, Crash Blast, you old fool. I don't need your help. I can kill Stir by myself. Alright, so he says, "Mages will take turns to attack and defend. Unicorn fucker, you will start the attack. Try casting a low attacking bolts." Again, I'm extremely good at the English language. "And select the button marked L and click cast." Alright, that's completely irrelevant. This is here the entire game, and it says this the whole time, but you don't need to know that. So basically how battle works is you can attack, or you can defend. It gets a little more complicated later on. So Crash Blast said to use a low attacking bolt. Fuck him, I'm using a high attacking bolt. Okay, that didn't work out very well. admittedly. Maybe I should have listened to him, whatever. He says, now it is your turn to defend. The enemy casts high attacking bolts. You can choose to counterattack with high attacking bolt or high defending bolt. Well, now Crash Blast is just a bold-faced piece of shit liar, because let me tell you, that is a low attacking bolt. But you can either defend, like a pussy, or you can attack. I'm gonna attack. Now, admittedly, there was literally no point to doing that over defending, but you'll learn why later. Now, he says, remember, you cannot cast the same basic spell consecutively. Alright, I didn't think later would be this soon. If you have counterattacked with high attacking bolt, or in this case, low attacking bolt, you'll notice that you now cannot attack with that same bolt. So yeah, check it. I done messed up. I cannot attack with low attacking bolts. Whatever will I do? I guess I'll just attack with a high attacking bolt and hope for the best. And as you can see, this guy launches 8 to my 1, so he's kind of just wrecking my shit right now. He says, your opponent is much more powerful than you, but don't worry. Finish the fight and we'll talk more on how to train your skills. Well, that's encouraging. Or, there's a hotkey somewhere. I don't remember what it was, but you can press something to instantly surrender. Oh, apparently I'm bad at this game. Right. Now this audio might be absolutely horrible when he kills me, because that is a unfortunate glitch of this game. Let's see. Oh no, it did not bug out that time. Normally, when you lose, the game likes to rub it in your face by like blaring the shit out of the losing music and making you go deaf 3 times over. Now you'll notice, even though I got my ass kicked, I still got a skill info increase of 1, because if there's anything that makes you more skilled, it's getting your ass kicked. Okay, with some training, you can be as powerful as your senior. In this world, you don't have to worry about losing fights. The story still goes on. Fuck you, Crash Blast, that's a comma splice. You're a disgrace to grammatical scholars everywhere. Alright, so I say, so we are only able to cast 4 types of spells? No! Those are the 4 basic spells. 2 attacking and 2 defensive spells. In future, if you have trained hard, you can look for me, Magic Master, to learn higher level spells. Thank you, Crash Blast. I'm glad you'll always be there for me. So how do I train? You go to the mana cave, blah blah blah. No one gives a shit. Okay, I shall go to mana cave. Good job, unicorn fucker. And you get a skill info increase of 2, just because of that event. Now it's the 2nd month. Now this is where the game gets super exciting. Are you ready for this? You go to the training ground. We hit Mana Cave. Skill point +1. Crash Blast found us out in this cave on the outskirts of town, because he's a goddamn stalker. This is good. Now that you have 1 skill point, period. Damn it, Crash Blast, that would have been a good place for a comma, like last time. Go training in training grounds now. Suggest you level up attacking bolts first. Okay, that is a good idea, Crash Blast. I will do that. And if you want to know about higher level spells, you can look for the clan leader, who coincidentally for this clan is Battlebeard, the completely insane psychopath. And you can just ask him for advice. And you can look for Crash Blast to learn spells. So basically you go to Battlebeard, you ask him about spells, he's like, okay, well, let me tell you, these are the spells that kill people the best, and then you say, alright, thank you for the information, and you go to Crash Blast, and he teaches you the actual techniques of slaughtering innocent people. What if I need to close the book and go to bed? And what if I get tired of the music our clan's band is playing? I love dogs. I also love hanging myself, coincidentally. Crash Blast says, look at the top of the screen. You can you can save game, load game, and turn the sound on/off. Remember to save often. Alright, thank you for the advice, Crash Blast. What else do I need to know? You're on your own. You can explore the town and shit. But as you can see, this game is a whole lot of clicking. Yep, thrilling gameplay. Now a year has passed in the game, and Town Crier has a new message. He ye hear ye. Many young mages have joined our clan. All of you have to train hard. The Magic Master will be checking on your progress. Remember to spend your skill points. You have to capitalize that, otherwise people might not know what he means by skill points. They might assume he means something completely different. Also, that is literally the hardest boss in the entire game. That's not important though. Now we go training. So basically, since we spent a year in a cave, not interacting with other humans and honing our murder skills, now we got 20 skill points. And we can spend it any way we want in order to better our ability to beat the shit out of other people. So there's two different types of attacking and defending, high and low, as you've seen. There is absolutely no difference between them. They're just like two different things. And you can also level up your life if you're scared of dying, like a little bitch. Level up your mana, which is pretty useful. I'll do that a little bit, because when you run out of mana, you have to sit like a little bitch and just take whatever your opponent dishes out at you. And if you have no life, like me, I guess you have no life, then you're gonna get slaughtered. So you should try not to run out of mana. Now, some people might be telling you, alright, put an even spread into your attacking and defending bolts. I say fuck that. Don't even bother using defending bolts, because honestly they are not worth it, because you can just alternate your high and low attacking bolts, and defending bolts like cost the same as attacking bolts, except you can't use them to attack, and you can use attacking bolts to defend. Makes no goddamn sense, but neither does anything else in this game. But basically I'm just going like super hard in the low attacking bolt category. Oh shit, something happened. Alright, since I have reached level 15, I'm ready to learn higher level magic. You need to have at least 2 skill points available. Alright, and then, capitalization. Look for me in the Great Hall. Alright, this right here is the Great Hall. And clan leader. Alright, that is the main antagonist of the entire game. Depending on what you do, of course. He can actually not be an antagonist at all, because he's evil as shit. You can ask him to explain some basic ass shit that everyone knows. Or, you can see all the special skills. Now, these things right here, these are the same for every clan. No one really gives a shit about those. These are super unique. These are the thing that make the dark mages completely broken. They're the thing that make poison and ice mages make you want to stab yourself in the eyes out of frustration. And they're the things that make chaos desert mages basically, because you shoot a shitload of stuff. But we'll learn about that later. Now we're going to do some more training into damage, because everyone knows the only way you should ever play a game is maximum pure damage. Defense is completely irrelevant. Alright, so Crash Blast here is about to teach us some higher level magic. Because every 15 levels you get a new, upper level magic. And you see, basically, you gain 10 special points, or 20 or some shit, every round in fights. And only after you have accumulated a certain threshold of specialness can you use these special attacks to slaughter people really well. And the reason that the dark mages are just broken and should be removed from the game is because they can just increase their special instantly and then have access to just everything and kill people when they're still using little bitch spells. Now here, additional high defensive or additional attacking. I think it's pretty obvious what I want. I want more attacking bolts. Alright, we have an event here. The Magic Master has gathered all young mages at the arena. Alright, says I hope you've been training hard, because I want to watch young people kill each other in front of me. Now impress me. Oh, and we get to have a rematch with our rival Bloodster over here. Come, unicorn fucker. I will show you the new spell I have been practicing for 3 months. God damn it, Bloodster. If you've been practicing something for 3 months, I got no shot against you. I'll just have to use this. Oh man, Bloodster should have practiced for 4 months. Alright, Crash Blast is very pleased with the fact that we just, killed Bloodster in front of him. Good, good. Both of you needs more training, but you do have potential. One of you might be able to represent us in Young Mage Contest. Not the Young Mage Contest, not a Young Mage Contest, no. Young Mage Contest, that's it. No other word necessary. Young Mage Contest, what is that? Freaking Bloodster. Bloodster is over here practicing magic spells for 3 months in a cave. He doesn't even know what a Young Mage Contest is. It's like he's living under a fucking rock. So, Young Mage Contest is every 5 years. The 6 clans send a particularly talented as you can see, Bloodster is a talented person. They send a talented person into a death arena, and they say, alright, kill each other, and last one standing gets a spot in the Book of Mages. Now, of these 6 people, the one that kills the shit out of the other 5, or 6, the best, gets to be in the Book of Mages, even though they're like kids, and the 100 mages in that book can probably all slaughter them, because, you know, that makes sense. Unicorn fucker here is completely clueless on what the Book of Mages is. Bloodster may live under a rock because he practices skills for 3 months, but, you know, he's not so out of touch with reality that he doesn't at least know what the Book of Mages is. You don't go to bar often, do you? Well, Bloodster, I think we know where your priorities lie. It is good to visit the bar once in a while. Rumors. So after he practices skills for 3 months, he goes to the bar and asks about rumors, and then he bases his next 3 months of practicing off of those rumors he hears, apparently. Okay, I already explained that. Hundreds of thousands of mages want to be named in the book. The top 100 most brutal motherfuckers alive. Only the top 100 mages are recorded. Now finally, Crash Blast says, now I am getting tired of all your questions. Leave now. This guy just can't handle young people asking their goddamn questions like what the Book of Mages is. Can't even hear himself think. Oh, check it out, level 20. Now, you learn a clan special magic. Crash Blast says, good, you are ready. Alright, let's see. What do we have available here? I don't remember all of these. Okay, yeah, that one's good. This one, when you activate that, all your, like, little fireballs that you launch at people, in addition to making them, like, bleed out and have a hemorrhage, it also decreases their special, which means they will not be able to retaliate against you as well, so that you can make them hemorrhage and die from massive internal organ failure even better than before. I will probably be taking that one first, because that one only requires you to have 20 specials, so you only have to wait 1 turn before the slaughter begins. This one is called Twice. Twice with a period. This allows you to cast the same basic spells as last round. So basically what this does is, normally when you cast a high or low attacking bolt, if you try to do it next turn, the game's gonna be like, fuck nah, man, you can't do that again, are you crazy? You have to do the other one now. But with this, you can use it twice in a row, and your opponent, unless they're also a Chaos Desert Mage, will not be able to use theirs twice in a row. So as you can see, there is once again a strategy, because, you know, if you use high attacking bolts and they use theirs, and theirs are like as good as yours, then you can just use your best skills again, and they'll have to settle for their shitty subpar skills, and they're gonna get the shit beaten out of them. And this is just more bolts. This is like multiplicative damage. Every bolt does increasing damage, so if you hit them with enough, it's gonna nuke them off the face of the earth like a goddamn atomic bomb. And alright, that removes shit like goddamn ice and poison from the annoying ass water mages. Now, I'm gonna take this. And I'll go ahead and take Bloodster's advice and go to the bar after I cup